Hey guys, it's Gretchen and welcome back to my channel. I cannot believe that it's already Sunday again, which means it's time for another Sleeve Sunday. So this was kind of my third week post-op for the majority of it. My 2-week post-op actual date was this past Tuesday. I did have my 2-week post-op appointment last Monday. It went really well. I lost, I believe it was 25 pounds from their weigh-in, which is fantastic. So that's 25 pounds since surgery. Now, since my heaviest is 35 pounds, so I have lost 35 pounds total, 25 since surgery. Now, since that appointment, I've lost 4 more pounds. Yeah, I've lost 4 more pounds, which is fantastic. But they did tell me in my 2-week post-op appointment, they said the next 2 weeks, so between that appointment and my 4-week post-op appointment, they said that I may experience a stall, which I am, and it's kind of frustrating, you know, when you drop 25 pounds right off the bat and then all of a sudden, like, nothing happens. You're sitting there going like, what the hell? Like, body, what are you doing to me? You're not even ingested enough to gain weight, so why aren't you dropping more? So they said a stall is likely, and I am experiencing it, and it is frustrating. You know, you can't rush the process. You know, it's gonna do its own thing. That's cool, whatever. But hopefully I can drop a little more than just the 3 or 4 pounds I've lost since this past appointment before my next appointment, because that would be sad to go from losing 25 pounds to being like, oh, you only lost 3 in the past 2 weeks. So my post-op appointment went really well. I was approved to start ingesting soft foods. I was approved to start taking my vitamins, which is great because, you know, I take things like biotin, probiotics, you know, anything to help with my system. I do have to start taking a multivitamin now. This is where this past week became interesting because I started taking a vitamin that it's a multivitamin, and it is specifically formulated for people who have had bariatric surgery. Now, I have read mixed reviews on this vitamin. It seems 50-50 with this reaction, but when I took this multivitamin the first time, I believe I took it Tuesday, I immediately vomited. It was the most putrid thing ever. Not only was the taste awful, but the smell was awful. And then my stomach was just like, hell no, this is coming back up. It was disgusting. It hadn't even been in my system 30 seconds before my stomach was just like, bye bitch. So you're supposed to take 2 of these a day. I only managed to get like 1 1/4 down before it came back up. They're chewables, they're huge, they're nasty as all get out. The one I'm speaking of is by Bariatric Advantage. It is the Advanced Multivitamin. I got it in the flavor strawberry. These things are also expensive as hell. So the fact that my stomach is rejecting them right now is a little upsetting to my wallet. But I've read online that a lot of people actually experience the same thing. It kind of seems 50-50. My mom takes these same exact multivitamins, doesn't have a problem. Some people suggested taking it with food, so I did. Nope, didn't work either. They're putrid. They're absolutely putrid. I may have to try something else until my stomach gets a little tougher? Firmer? I don't know. I don't even know what my stomach's doing right now these days. So for now, I am not taking these. I'm waiting to hear back from my nurse practitioner. I received a call, it was either Thursday or Friday, and it was another one of those post-op, you know, just check-ins, be like, so how you doing? How are things looking? How you feeling? Yada yada. And so I told the person who called me, I was like, you know, I'm throwing up my multivitamin, and even though I was approved for it, I seriously cannot take it because my stomach is just rejecting it. And so my nurse practitioner had gone home for the day, And so she said, you'll hear from one of us on Monday. So that will be tomorrow. Hopefully they'll give me a suggestion to do. I know a lot of people start off with like the Flintstone vitamins, you know, the chewable ones, which if that's what I need to do, then that's what I need to do. But for now, I most certainly cannot take the Bariatric Advantage multivitamin because it's just not settling. Whether I have food in my system or not, it's not having it. And I'm not having it either because it smells horrific. However, Bariatric Advantage does have one thing that is pretty good, is another thing I have to take, and that are these calcium chews. These come in a variety of flavors. I picked lemon because I absolutely love lemon flavored things. And so you take these once a day, but you have to take this at a separate time from other vitamins because it may not absorb properly. So I chew one of these like in the morning, and then I take the rest of my stuff in the evening. But these are actually pretty good. Really like the chewy stuff. I don't like chewables like these are, and I do think they make a chewy version, which I probably should have gotten, but I didn't. And now I'm stuck with those. But these are actually good, the calcium chews. I may try another flavor once this bag runs out, just to see if there's anything better I like. But the lemon ones are pretty good. So as I said, I was approved to start eating soft foods this week, which was wonderful. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. After my appointment, my mom had actually come up because she was off of work that day, and we went out and I was able to eat a little bit of egg salad, and it was amazing. Now, I could only do probably like a half of an ounce of it, if that. Since then I have built up a little bit, not much, a little bit, but I'm getting there. But it has just been wonderful, and I'm wondering if that's, you know, maybe where my stall is coming from, because, you know, for 2 weeks I was on nothing but liquids, and then all of a sudden I was introducing foods again, and even though it wasn't a lot of food, my system was probably like, oh, okay, we're having food again, that's cool. Let's kind of even out for a minute. So I don't know if that's what's going on, whatever, but it was really nice to start eating food again, because in my last segment of Sleep Sunday I was talking about how exhausted I had been, and this past week I've had so much energy. I've wanted to do things. I've gotten a lot of cleaning done. I'm just really excited to have been able to start incorporating foods again. Now, I am supposed to start working on building my protein up. Clearly I'm not going to get in the amount I need to because I just can't eat that much. I'm maybe doing half an ounce at a time, dependent on the food. This past week I made something that was so amazing, and it's called a ricotta bake, which basically it's a bunch of cheese. But basically all it is like ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, you know, you got like an egg in there. What else was in there? Some Italian seasoning. I mean, it was the simplest thing. If I could make it, anyone can make it, because I can't make anything, like seriously. But it has been fantastic, and even though I can only do like a small amount at a time, it has settled my stomach amazingly, and it tastes amazing. Like, I was a big pasta person before my surgery. The ricotta bake kind of still gave me the pasta taste without the pasta, which was fantastic. So I have been nibbling on that this week. I think I made that Wednesday, and I'm only halfway done with it, which is impressive for me. Mine wasn't as deep as other people's because I used just a small little dish. It wasn't very deep, maybe like that deep or something like that. It was a little bit wider than normal ones, but I just kind of spread it out, and so it has just been wonderful. That's what I've been eating for lunch and dinner. Yesterday, I actually went out to eat with my mom. We went to Cracker Barrel, and we ended up splitting the catfish there because it comes with like 2 fillets. And as I've mentioned before, my mom has had the same surgery, so she herself can't eat a whole lot in one sitting. Clearly she can eat a whole lot more than me because she's almost 2 years out. And her stomach has gotten to that point where it's, you know, it's not swollen anymore. It's stretched a little bit to like the size it's supposed to, because when you get the surgery, it starts off really small and then it kind of expands a little bit. You know, swelling goes down, yada yada, all that fun stuff. So she can clearly eat a whole lot more than I can right now. But it was still really nice because she couldn't finish one fillet. I clearly couldn't finish one fillet. And so we ended up splitting that dish. And we shared green beans too, which were really good. Very good green beans. But yeah, so nothing too exciting for this week, other than the multivitamin fiasco and then being approved for soft foods, which was wonderful. But other than that, just keep on rolling. We're looking good. Looking good, guys. That is it for this Sleeve Sunday. If you like this, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. And until next time, bye guys. Body, what are you doing?